AMG models seem to be getting good traction in India, and that's the reason why Mercedes-Benz keeps adding more and more models to the list of locally made AMG cars. And the AMG GLA 35 is one of the latest models to make its way to that list. But this model comes with a rather steep price tag at close to Rs 59 lakh ex-showroom. So does it have all the bells and whistles and the performance to justify its price? Well, that's exactly what we'll find out over the next few minutes. Now, in terms of design, the AMG GLA 35 has the typical GLA family resemblance, but it also has enough elements to give it that typical AMG sporty character. Up front, you've got this AMG grille which has the vertical slats, and you also have a different bumper. It's a sportier bumper than the regular GLA version with a different splitter. So put all of these changes together and what you get is a much more aggressive front end. On the side, you've got these nice looking 19-inch alloy wheels with the AMG brake calipers, and you also have the Turbo 4MATIC badging on the side to let you know that you've got a more powerful engine than the standard version. At the rear, you've got a set of nice dual exhaust pipes and again a sportier bumper with a different diffuser. And all of these changes together give the AMG GLA 35 a very sporty and a muscular character. Interestingly, this is the sportier version in the GLA lineup, but it also is the one that looks the most muscular and has the most SUV-like characteristics. Now before we go ahead, please subscribe to our channel and hit that little bell icon so you can stay updated to upcoming Express Drives videos in the future. Inside the cabin of the AMG GLA 35, you are greeted to a modern and well-appointed interior. It is quite similar to what you find in the new GLA, but that's not a bad thing because the GLA itself is a new generation model and it has a very premium and a modern looking cabin. So the same has been carried forward here, but just like the exterior, the interior too gets AMG touches which uplifts the mood of the cabin. You've got this nice looking AMG flat bottom steering wheel, also AMG branding, so you even the instrument cluster you'll see the AMG logo standing out. And you've got this little nice carbon fiber finish here in the dashboard, gives it a touch more sportiness. And of course, you've got these different sportier seats with the red stitching and the very good looking red seat belts. So all of these touches give the cabin a little bit of an extra sportier vibe and lets you know that this is a bit more than the standard GLA. In terms of usability, comfort and features, also the AMG GLA 35 cabin scores well. You have a decent amount of space. The seats up front are comfortable and they are well cushioned. There is good amount of space. And even if you're someone with a larger body frame than me, you will still be able to find a good and a comfortable seating position quite quickly. At the rear, again, you've got a decent amount of legroom and the headroom too is good. The seats themselves are quite good. The cushioning is pretty much spot on, and that means that as for 4 occupants, this car is pretty comfortable. Getting 5, that is 3 people in the rear seat, can be a bit of squeeze though because this car is not very wide. So yes, 4 people, absolutely comfortable. And beyond that, in terms of feature, also this car scores well. It's got this nice instrument cluster. I mean, of course, the same screen that we're used to seeing on new Mercedes models. It supports the touch interface as well. It has a nice and an easy to use user interface. It gets wireless charging pad up front. It has this nice big panoramic sunroof. Also, it gets this very striking interior lighting, the ambient lighting. And this is something that really will catch your fancy because these propeller style air vents, especially when these are backlit in the dark, these look really good and add a lot of vibe and energy to the cabin. That said, there are a couple of negative points. One is In the rear seat, you cannot access an armrest. If you do, you have to fold the center part, and that doesn't really look too premium. Also, that exposes the spare wheel in the trunk. Coming to the spare wheel, the boot size in general is nice, but it's not usable because of that spare wheel. The Space Saver tire that is in the boot, it does not have a special undercarriage cabinet, and as a reason of that, it eats away into a lot of usable boot space. So while planning those long weekends in the AMG GLA 35 can be a bit tricky. And that brings us to the most important part of this car, and that's the performance. Now this one is powered by a 2-liter turbocharged petrol engine, and it develops a healthy 300 horsepower and about 400 Newton meters of torque. On paper, that looks quite good, and even out there in the open road, it performs quite well. All this power is sent to all 4 wheels through the 4MATIC system. Now in terms of real world performance, well, the engine has a bit of lag. Initially in the starting revs, there is a bit of hesitation, but once you get close to about 1800-1900 rpm, the engine then offers a good flow of power, and once you cross about 3000 rpm, well, that's when you start riding the wave of torque. That is also the point where if you switch to the Sport or the Sport Plus mode, you will be greeted to a nice aural effect. The exhaust again gives a nice and a loud sporty growl beyond about 3000 rpm, but that's perceivable mostly in the Sport and Sport Plus mode. That said, if you are using the comfort or the individual mode, you can use this car as a daily driver, a comfortable, sedate and a very silent, smooth vehicle, which one would expect from a normal Mercedes-Benz. And that way, it is a versatile vehicle. But this is an AMG, so you want performance. So it's not the GLA 45, but still it has a handful of performance. Acceleration from standstill is quite impressive. It's quick, and the gearbox again does a good job of shifting well in time. So it's not the quickest around, but it's not a slow gearbox either. It is a sporty gearbox, delivers quick upshifts and downshifts, and with that you also have a car that doesn't really hesitate to go well past 170-180 kilometers per hour. And when you have a car that goes that fast, you also need stability, and that again is an area where the AMG GLA 35 does not leave us any reason to complain. It is a very stable car. On straight line speeds, you can easily do high speeds and still be very confident of it being able to brake in time, even during emergency braking maneuvers. And when you want to go around corners at high speed, the car does not really complain. It offers good stability around the corners, and the Pirelli tires also offer good grip. The mechanical grip from the chassis is impressive, and as a result of that, once you put it in the Sports Plus mode, you can also reduce the body roll a bit. That said, it is still a crossover, a sort of an SUV, so there is a hint of body roll, but it is always in control and not enough to make you feel nervous or doubt the ability of the car. The steering again weighs up nicely as velocity builds, but it doesn't really give you great amount of feedback. I would say it has an average amount of feedback. It's not entirely vague or dead, so you can get a fair idea of what's happening with the front wheels. So there you have it then. The AMG GLA 35 is a vehicle that is pretty much a master of all trades. It can be used as a very comfortable compact SUV, but at the same time it can double up as a sporty vehicle that can give a lot of height to your senses. And well, if you're talking about an AMG, like I said, this one has a nice exhaust, so all you need to do is put it into Sport Plus and voila. But that's exactly what you want from an AMG, and the AMG GLA 35 delivers that quite handsomely. Alright, so now it's clear that the AMG GLA 35 is a great car and has a lot to like in it. It rides well, it has a nice engine, it sounds good, it has good amount of space, good set of features. That said, there are a bit of things that could have been better, which we discussed earlier, but none of them are deal breakers for the kind of person who would buy this car. The price is still on the higher side, and you need to keep in mind that this model is locally assembled, and even then the price is a bit on the higher side. But again, for someone who will buy a vehicle like this, is clearly someone who wants a compact SUV that is a modern looking, nice feature loaded SUV, but at the same time has a good amount of performance, and that is exactly what the AMG GLA 35 delivers. So if that's what you want, this is one of the best vehicles and one of your best options out there in the market today.